40 success determinators. In Strategy 40, we have identified 40 success determinators. And the first and probably the most important of all is that you have to set your goals. Your goal is when you think you will have fulfilled the vacancy. A goal in when you will have sent your first CV, when you will have sent your first 5 CVs, right? You determine your goals. Then the second thing is planning, that you plan your work meticulously. That you have knowledge, that you constantly increase your know-how, your recruitment know-how. That you learn from your mistakes. And that you put everything, what you know, your plans and your knowledge, that you put them into action. Right? That you do this with the right attitude, that you are help driven, that you want to have fun, that you want to achieve star quality, that you want to have a great, wonderful attitude, and that you build your attitude. And for that you need discipline, and that you do what you have planned, that you walk your talk. A crucial item for success is to have candidates. And now you laugh probably because you think it's obvious. But we have a success rate in the company between 20% to 60%. It means that in 80% to 40% of all cases we don't have candidates. So a crucial aspect of your success in recruitment is that you have for every vacancy qualifying candidates. Besides great candidates, we also need great clients, and that's of course the job of the sales team, because we don't need just any client, we need clients where candidates would love to work for, because that makes the recruitment process much faster and much better. And also we would like to give candidates a great job. So besides that, we need great candidates, which is obvious. We need cool clients, we need good vacancies, because if you have good clients and good vacancies, it's easier to attract great candidates. We need good recruitment software, which we are having, of course, in Talent Base and the new Talent Base and STA. We need priority setting. That goes together with planning, but you need to know what it is you do first and second, and you will walk your talk, you will stick to your planning and your priority setting. You need great colleagues, you need colleagues to help you. And in order for colleagues to help you, you must help your colleagues when they need you. You need good training, and you need to dedicate your time, your free time to training. You need to practice your training. So whatever you learn, put it into practice. See what is happening if you have learned a new technique, right? And for this, you have to make mistakes. If you don't make mistakes, you don't develop. Of course, you must be willing to learn from your mistakes. And your clients and your colleagues and your managers, they're always keen to show you the mistakes you make. And then you have a choice. Are you going to defend yourself and hide your mistakes? Or are you going to be angry that people tell you about the mistakes you make? Or are you going to absorb the feedback and be grateful for the feedback you get, so that you are getting better? Many people are afraid for feedback. Many people are afraid for criticism because they think it's a rejection of how good they are. But whoever gives you criticism or feedback, they mean well for you. They want to help you. So embrace the criticism and the feedback from your colleagues and use that to improve your skills. Another very important success determinator is working your numbers. We know exactly what you have to do in terms of numbers to be a successful recruiter. And the first thing is that you have to do at least if you are in permanent staffing, you have to do at least 20 interviews per week, which is 80 interviews per month. If you do mass recruitment, then it's much more. Then it's at least 80 interviews per week, and you try to do mass interviews with more people at once. Permanent staffing, at least 20 interviews per week. Temporary staffing or mass recruitment, 80 interviews per week. You do at least 300 phone calls. You do 300 to 400 emails per month. And you make sure that you introduce at least 30 candidates to your clients per month if you talk about permanent staffing. Of course, if you do mass recruitment, you introduce not 30 candidates, but maybe 100 candidates per month or even more. So you work your numbers. And if you are in permanent staffing, you place at least 4 candidates per month. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but you should reach at least 4. In Slovakia, we now have around 8 to 10 recruiters who do 8 to 12 placements per month in permanent staffing. Not mass recruitment, but permanent staffing. So this is possible, and it's also possible for you. It all boils down, of course, to your attitude and your commitment to reach that, right? What helps a lot in our success rate, in our what is a good success determinator, is that we can work on exclusive vacancies, right? Or that we can work on vacancies for which the client paid a down payment. And that is something our salespeople should achieve. Exclusive vacancies or vacancies with a down payment, because the success rate goes up. Another success determinator is to have long-term clients. If we work, the longer we work for a client, the more success we have. So it's crucial that we keep the clients we have, that we give them the best of our service so that we have a lot of long-term clients. Another success determinator is to meet the client in person, right? So that you take your briefing in person, that he knows you and you know him in person. Why is that important? Because many clients don't give feedback very fast on your candidates. And if they don't know you, they delay their feedback. But if they personally know you, they are fast in their feedback, right? Another success determinator is to do things immediately. The more you postpone, the smaller or the lower your success rate is. The more you postpone, the more future work you build up into your inbox. And soon you will be overwhelmed by all the things you still have to do. So do things immediately. The more you postpone, the lower your success rate. The more you do stuff immediately, the higher your success rate. Another cool thing, a success determinator, is to have your inbox emptied at the end of the day. Because that is so cool, because if you empty your inbox at the end of the day, you can go home with a relaxed state of mind, because you have done everything you should have done. Nothing is waiting for you unfinished until the next day. Another success determinator is your capacity to ask for help from your colleagues. And it's always best to help your colleagues and to ask for help from your colleagues before the problem is immensely big. So be proactive and try to solve your problems before they are really a big problem. And you ask for help from your colleagues, you ask your help from your team leaders, from the managers, or you ask help from the partners. Everybody in our company would love to help you. You can ask, or you can send me an email, and you can call me, and I would love to help you. So ask for help. Another success determinator is to send your clients a weekly report. In that weekly report, you write down what you did this week, what you will do next week, and when you plan to have the next candidates be introduced to him. Also in your plan you can write something about what you saw in the labor market, if the competition is hiring a lot of people, salary information, why people don't like the company, why people like the company, etc. And then of course it is that you have to make a search and selection plan, and not only make your search and selection plan and send it to your client, but also relentlessly execute it. That you walk your talk and do what you planned. The next thing is that you have introduced candidates within 48 hours of the vacancy. That you do a lot of Facebook posts and a lot of LinkedIn posts and on all the other social media. That you have executed all your passive search tools within 4 hours. We talked about that, making the banners, a mass email, posting the banners, and making your search plan, of course. Another success determinator is that you have at least 1,000 people in your network, and that you have 1 or 2 specializations. Lubos, when we did the recruitment ourselves, Lubos always had plant managers and HR managers as his specialization. So it was enough for Lubos that I called him when I left the client, hey Lubos, do you have a plant manager for Emerson Electric? And always within a couple of hours he had the candidates, right? So if you are specialized in production and HR or sales and marketing, you will have a valuable, high quality network around you, which enables you to make placements within a couple of days. So specialization is very important for your success as a recruiter. Another success determinator is that you master all the 48 search tools we have identified. And you hear it very well. We have 48 search tools I've identified. And we have divided them in passive search tools, that is post and pray, active search tools, and proactive search tools. And in another chapter of this training, in another chapter of the Lugera HR Academy, we will discuss all the search tools into detail. Another success determinator is that you passionately love recruitment. And I understand that if you join our company and you don't have so much working experience yet, so you came from school, you studied HR or something like that, that you don't know exactly what recruitment is all about. And maybe you have a romantic idea of working with people and it's nice and you talk a little bit, you email a little bit, you call a little bit, and that's it. Well, and if you think you like that, then you might be disappointed about what recruitment is. And recruitment is meeting your KPIs, working your numbers, constantly learning new skills, calling a lot of people, headhunting a lot of people, chasing people, scheduling interviews, making job offers to people, emailing them. And it's a big job and it's not an easy job, right? So if you don't feel or if you doubt that you all want to do that, then I would say look around and look at other jobs and don't go into recruitment. And don't be actually with Lugera or GIT or Adecco Russia and Ukraine. Because we are passionate about recruitment. And we want you to reach star quality in recruitment. We want you to become the best of the best. Right? That you make a great salary and a great bonus, and that you feel fulfillment, and that you feel success, and that you live success, because that is what I think you deserve. You deserve star quality. You deserve to be outstanding. And the last success determinator, I think, is ambition. That you have the ambition to make a difference. That you have an ambition to be and live star quality.